Hello and welcome back, Guardians, on the weekly reset with another weekly Nightfall, the Savathun song. This is basically the last week you're ever doing a Nightfall with 2 primaries and 1 heavy. So yeah, today we're doing this Nightfall with 3 Night Stalkers. Chuck's a Night Stalker using top 3. Vortex Grenade, Gambler's Dodge, Midnight Coup, Mananan, and the Whisper of the Worm. Pretty much while using the same classes, same guns, nothing's changing. Pretty much because we're trying to leave the 2 last spots either way a blank spot, or you can play it exactly like we did. This does make it a lot easy, and the exotic that we use on our hunters, obviously it's the Orpheus rigs. It does help out a lot to get your super back. But the reason I said we're leaving it blank, because you could switch one of the Night Stalkers to, for example, hammers. You know, you can play hammers if you like to. You could go on and play a Warlock, Dawnblade if you like to. The reason I'm calling out Solar Super so far, because we're playing on Solar Cinch. Seems to be the easiest one, since Arc's being used by all the Knights and Void's the boss. The card looks something like this. You don't have to put it this high. It's on 16 power handicap for 3.5 with Solar Cinch, Extinguish, Match Game, and Iron. Basically, you can put the card on a 3.2. You still be fine. You're still gonna make the 110k easily, because with this we end up making 160k in 15.5 minutes. I'm right. So yeah, that's why I was only calling out the Solar Supers. Don't forget to put the boon of the Vanguard, you know, to grab grind for some extra Vanguard coins. You'll need them in 2 weeks. Pretty much the first part.
But it's been radio silence
but by the way, if you do not have the Whisper of the Worm yet, Sleeper Simulant is a good alternative. It will do the same exact job, because it's just as good. We just use a sleeper because yes, I just like snipers in general, and snipers are in a better spot since the updates, the gun changes. Snipers are really good now. I think lately I've only been using snipers. If it's not the Whisper, it's been the Borealis. So yeah, I just like that. They're just really good. First part, you just want to take down the 3 ads on the left. The wizards, the first thing you want to take care of. And bear in mind, match game, we're only using 1 Void Mananan and 2 Arcs, because we already have Solar Heavies. And the Void damage, we don't need them a lot, because it's only wizards, like 5 wizards. So yeah, the other wizards, they're solar shielded. So this is in the beginning. If you start the door, walk up to the left of, if you're facing the door, it's the right of the map, but basically where you're standing now, because this will make it so easy for you for all the ads to scatter up in one group. You don't have to go and look for them when they're scattered around, because they keep running away from you sometimes, which is a waste of time. And they don't come close to you. As soon as you hear this cue where most of the ads are down and a knight screaming, put down the invisible grenade there. One person takes down the shield while the other ones just, you know, start aiming for the knight. And the same thing can be done if you had the sleeper. You know, you won't get in trouble with heavy in this game, because there's a lot of yellow bars. It's actually making it easy, so you can always use a heavy if you like to. During the whole game, we're staying on this same side of the map. There's no reason for you to go on any other side of the map, because all the ads will look for you anyway, so you're good on that. If you still have one of the knights left over, just put on one of the smoke grenades and then take down the shield quickly and getting down. Don't forget to use abilities, yes. First thing you can do on the door here is like set at the top of the door. Don't shoot the ads, the first one there coming in, let the second group come in as well, and there you go. You get your super bag guaranteed for the for this one. You want to go in base, tether the middle, in between the 2 knights. You should be fine if you do that. We'll tether every single ad. One person can stay in the back while he's taking out the ogre. One on the left, one on the right. You know, it's easy to take out the knights as well then. And bear in mind why I'm trying to tell you guys like to the reason I just tethered there is there were so many orbs on the ground and it's worth points, so yeah, why not grab them. But back on using abilities, try not to forget to use abilities, because in 2 weeks when the game's gonna change, you're gonna find out that most of your abilities are really powerful in the game, and it's gonna be worth using them. So try not to just focus on, you know, whatever you got in your hands, a couple of guns and the super only. There's more to that. There's grenades. There's blinding grenades, for example, on this class. So yeah, try to make use of them every time. As a matter of fact, on my hunter, the Night Stalker, I have triple abilities mods, because I want to get my invisible really quick, and it gets down to 6 seconds, which is actually so good. Every 6 seconds in PvP you can heal with a Warm Husk, for example. Every 6 seconds with playing with the Borealis, where you don't want to lose the damage buff, I can reload my gun on my own. I don't need Lunafaction boots or anything else. So this ability is actually really good. Depends on like how you use it. First thing we do there is tether the ground, you know, before you pick up the orb. Because if you pick up the orb, the actual spawn in, they can go to a certain side where you can't group them up again. So yeah, this one's easy if you just tether first, then go in this, pick up the orb, you're fine. Add spawn in, they're trapped in your tether. It's just one knight with a arc shield. You should be fine. If you're playing, for example, another Titan and a Warlock, always let the hunter do the orb on both places. He can go in base long enough to actually dunk the orb, even if you die and you dunk the orb, it's still worth it. If you try it as a Warlock or Titan, you end up dying, didn't dunk up the orb, well, you have to wait again, because you can't just run into and rest someone. So let the hunter just deal with that part. So first thing you do here is take down the knights and everything, stones. So for example, this part, you can play it easy. If one of you is actually using the Whisper like us, well, you can stay in this room and kill the ogre and then tether all the enemies, because they're in a perfect spot right now. He goes down really quick with a Whisper, by the way. So go in Viz. It's actually smart to go in Viz. Like, I didn't do it, but if you go in Viz and then jump in, that's definitely guaranteed. Like, they won't shoot you straight away. I was just lucky there.
Unknown fire team, do you copy?
We copy. Are there others with
Sleeper Simulant would take down the ogre just as fast as the Whisper is doing right there. Bear in mind there's some knights on the right side, I think 2 walking on the right side, and then also a couple of them on the left side of the map, especially one yellow bar on the left side. You can't actually see me killing him because, yeah, my teammate's already doing that. It's a good reason why you have teammates in the game. I can't show you guys every time everything we're doing. At this point, I'm just waiting for one of my teammates to group up with me to at least 2-man this ogre. If it's solo, I can't kill him. We still didn't end up killing him, if I'm right, because I missed some of my headshots there. There you go. I don't know how I missed the yellow, but it's whatever. I don't know. He might have turned or he might have, yeah, misused it. There you go. 2 more knights. The wizards on this part were solar shielded, so any solar heavy of yours should actually take them down easily. So ogre's still alive. If he's alive and he's below, from right, it's 1 bar. Anything below that, he'll walk up the stairs. So a sniper, that's easy sniping him off. Sleeper would be easy as well. A rocket launcher, that would be hard. But yeah, pretty much I didn't use rocket launchers lately.
looking at a hell
this
of a
part
summoning
for
ritual.
the 4 yellow
Biggest trigger I've
bars,
seen
there's
in all
one
my
easy way.
lives.
You could either
Mark
way,
my
you don't
words.
even have to use
Something
tether
real
like I
mean
did.
and real old
You
gonna
could
use that
even
thing
just
to lay
use a
eyes
smoke
on this
grenade
planet.
and yeah, smoke them up and then throw a grenade in, start shooting at them. But you end up using 2 tethers. Why? Because if one person does it, you won't get a super back. But if 2 do it, they'll create enough orbs to actually pick up each other's orbs and get their supers back. So on this part, so tether becomes very viable here. First tether, if you jump up, you see the stairs right there. If you tether the stairs, you will pretty much get every single ad. Unless someone else already jumped in and basically they started spreading over the ad. So always go as a group, or at least let the Night Stalker walk up first. And as you guys can see, it's really easy to take them out. This is actually one of my favorite Nightfalls because it's a little bit challenging compared to the other Nightfalls we've seen so far. So this part you have 2 wizards there with a void shield, and this is where you need that one person with the void scout. If you don't have them, a grenade would do the same job, pretty much. Set at the ground. Don't pick up the orb yet. If you pick it up, all the ads start spawning in, and you can't kill them easily. So yeah. At this point, actually, 2 of my Night Stalkers are walking inside the building, straight up in the back, and every single ad is spawning in a small group there. So you could tether them all if you like to. So the second that I pick up this orb, you already tethered everything there. Everything's tethered and it's getting killed like straight up. For me, it's easy outside, just a couple of throws and exploding throws, which actually makes it easy to kill the normal throws. And as you guys can see, this whole place is clean. There's nothing. It's only the ads downstairs. I think it's 2 ogres in the, most of the time it's 1, maybe 2 ogres if the second only walks upstairs. And then one of the ogres, like you see, he'll stay in the back. So he's an easy kill if you were the sniper. So bear in mind, again, dropping the orb and I'm going in this just to get the Duncan. Even if I die on this part, it doesn't matter. As long as I get the Duncan, it's fine. But so far, none of us actually died. This was actually a really easy run.
Didn't die in vain. Let's get back to the seal. We need to meet up with Takeo.
At this point, we're actually, I think, yeah, we're asking Chuck, he's the one with the Void Mananan, to take down the shields while we can snipe the wizards off then, after the shield's down. So one shield's down, wizard's down straight up, and you're good to go.
Still stop this. We just need to use crystals to short out the summoning ritual.
That'd be a great plan. If there were any powered crystals in here. I take
this
it back.
part, Unknown's actually
Together,
gonna run
we're gonna
all
end
the way
this.
up front to tether the acolytes because there's
Same
a
plan.
really big group way in the
Sloan, my
beginning.
regards.
You don't have to do this. There's no need to do this, but we just done it to make it easy. It's not like it saved us time or anything. It's more for points, but yeah, you're only looking for 110. You know, 160, you don't need that. So, we're just trying to do everything that's possible just to get the best score out of this. There we go. Tether once. So I still actually managed to get my tether back. And I think Chuck got his tether back as well. Yeah, if you tether the ads, try not to walk through the thing because you will guarantee like die. All the arc explosions will kill you. So what we're doing here is walking up to the left side of the map where you have a straight line on Savathun right now to just snipe and keep sniping. Same thing would go for the sleeper simulant, like I said. You could use SM if you don't have anything else. So this actually does make it easy. We're not trying to one-face the boss here, we're just trying to lower his health as much as possible and trying to get all the ads we can get. So we do really go ham on her. Like, we're trying to take down her health as much as possible, but we don't go for the kill. Tether this middle part straight away. This is again where you could have used, like I said, the hammers would have worked on every single part so far as we use a tether, but yeah. The way you spawn in Savathun again in the game is that you kill all the knights with a shield. You want to leave one knight at least alive and then take down the acolytes, because the acolytes is the only thing in the whole game that does solid damage with their grenades. So you want to, so instead of getting trapped in those grenades, what you want to do is like just kill them first. Don't get yourself into trouble while Savathun is shooting at you and you have to dodge grenades and kill enemies and shoot a boss. At this point, tethering in the middle right there, that's the best part. Basically tether all the ads. Every single ad will get tethered there. If you don't really want to shoot with your gun and you're using triple tether, if you tether your own tether and exactly hit an enemy that is tethered, he will kill the whole group pretty much for you. So we're trying to lower our health a bit more. But this is the part where we're trying to rush in for the fight, because now we feel like 15 minutes is gone. And after 15 minutes you do decrease in score and you get like half of the points only. So it's, yeah, we're always trying to keep it in 15 minutes, but yeah, I think we lost like 30 seconds on this one. So Wizard was still up. Again, if you want to go on and pick up the orc, make sure you go in Viz to make it easy. The person that's picking it up, don't shoot the Wizard, let your teammates do that for you, it's easy. Wizards are void shielded, by the way. Drop the ball here, go in Viz. And actually I got lucky, Savathun's not even aiming for me right now, and it's just, this is just an easy kill. No need to tether the boss, it doesn't do anything for you. It just did it because. But yeah. Also, if you're farming this Nightfall, the Nightfall loot this week is the duty bound. So yeah, hopefully for you, you guys that don't have the duty bound yet, it's another rifle. You can farm it this week again. It's a pretty good other rifle if you want to use it for PvP. I'm not that into PvP, so I'm fine. I already got the gun, by the way. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the run. If you did, a like's much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on my next video.